do you want to talk about the house and the history behind it
Oh
or
yeah,
not?
sure. I
Because I
mean,
know,
so
yeah, go ahead.
no, it's just, I mean, it's such a great house. It's got so much potential. It fell into disrepair. The family who originally built it, divorced because unfortunately the wife, as I said, chose a life of dereliction and she decided to become a working woman and then, prostitute. So she used the house for her work. And, there were other things that went on here. I'm sure, just a lot of unsavory activities. Uh, Possibly even a murder is what I've heard, not been confirmed. But, some, we've had some like uncomfortable situations here, for me personally, now my partner, when he first moved in, he said he had salt on the counter and it totally disappeared. And he was like, oh, like totally taken aback, like, who took it? And then it appeared, something like that, like it
Yeah,
materialized, that was his first experience. He's had other experiences where he's felt like, that gust of wind go by him or feel like a presence or feel like he's being watched. He's stuff like that. For me, it was a little more concrete. One Last week, one night I was sleeping here. I have my dog with me. He's my service animal, but I also believe that he's got a spiritual role to play in my life. I do see him very much as a spiritual protector. I do believe that our pets have real jobs to do in our lives. So back in New York, he always slept in a crate. Here, like I said, I'm in a little bit of upheaval, so he doesn't spend every night in the crate. But that particular night, I had put him in a crate, laid down to go to bed, and we have a little sensor light out here
mm.
that all night long was going on and off, on and off, on and off, on, off, on and off, all night, nonstop. I mean, could we argue? Was it a leaf? Was it something else? It was nonstop, and it had never happened before. That was the first night that I had put my dog Scrapple in the crate. And I'm just saying, if there is an entity that, or an energy residue that is, in this house, he respects that dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like he respects that dog.
yeah.
That dog is a presence and he demands respect. He's a Dutch Shepherd. He's really cool. He's super smart. Um, so yeah, so now it's like we've been leaving him out of the crate and we haven't had that issue happen again. As I mentioned earlier when we were just chatting, my partner and I went to go buy a car that was a few hours away. It ended up being a negative situation. We kind of got scammed. The car broke down, couldn't even get it home. We ended up having to leave it at a mechanic and eventually towing it home. And it's still sitting out there waiting for a new motor.
Mm.
So it was a negative situation. We were with our kids. He had his kids with him, I had my kids, and we were just kind of like out there with this wrapped out car. It was a very negative experience. We got home and I put an evil eye amulet over the door, like I said, out of the reach of any critter, creature, totally protected under the awning and really very small chance that it would break. But when we got back from that negative car buying experience, that eye was broken. And it is said, and I do believe that when your evil eye breaks, that means it did its job. Like something
Mm.
happened, it worked. It needs to be replaced.
Ah.
That's what it is. So, and as I said, in the situation we were in, thankfully, we all got home happy, safe, alive, all in one piece. It could have been worse. So I'm grateful for, I mean, the protection is, I don't believe it's in the amulet itself. It's in the intention and the belief that we place in the vision. Like when we see this, all right, I'm putting this evil eye amulet on my door with the intention and the, you know, petition and prayer that this will protect my home and my family from any mal de ojo, evil eye, jealousy, bad intentions, whatever. We were freaked out when we saw it broken, and it needs to be replaced. It's still kind of like we're still in it, like we're still looking at it like, why did it break? Why did it break? We know why it broke. It's just and then, we have one day we were just chilling in the living room, and we have a mattress kind of leaning up against the wall with some pillows and blankets that are pretty securely up there. And it was really like somebody took a pile of the blankets and just threw it on my partner's head.
Wow.
Like it really looked like that. It really wasn't like there was nothing going on that made it seem that, okay, maybe like was anybody bouncing the bed? Was anybody like, was it like the blankets were hanging off the edge? No, it was like something pushed those blankets right on top of his head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we're constantly, I mean, we are in a state of disorganization. I will not deny that. We're still like very much getting settled into the home. But just, when you're getting ready to leave and that thing you need, you just can't find it, or you can't find the keys. And it's like, oh my God, where is this? We're running late, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, they're right there. Like things are going missing, stuff like that. And then just like basically, I know for myself and for my partner as well, we're very like sensitive to energy. He believes in the spiritual world just as much as I do. And, we feel a little discomfort, like there's times where it's like everybody's happy, everybody's good, everything's going great. You walk into the house and boom, like something just falls on you, and it's like uncomfortable. It's dark. It's just like a negative energy. So considering knowing the past of the house, um, and things that we've experienced just energetically and physically also, we both really want to do like a limpieza. We want to clean the house,